Breakfast with KXVU.
Trickstar Radio.
That one there, our Trickstar Radio track of the week from Man Like Movement with Gucci Demon, his remix from Be Young. I'm inside with Man Like Observer. How are you doing this morning? Are you feeling good?
I think I'm good, yeah. I'm
feeling good. Are you waking up?
Definitely waking up, getting ready for the day. Yeah.
Lovely stuff, man. Now, obviously, we're here on Trickstar Radio, which is obviously a Brighton-based station. You yourself, however, you represent a very, very kind of a very popular London station, and one of the stations in London that has really kind of, I don't want to say revived grime, but has been there pretty much as a part of its kind of like re-emergence on a mass scale. So many artists have come through there. So where exactly do you represent?
I represent Mode FM.
Lovely.
It's a North London-based station. It champions. At the moment, you know, the majority of our DJs are playing grime. We've got quite a few dubstep DJs come in recently. You've got your garage DJs on there. We've got a bunch of drum and bass DJs, a couple of hip hop shows, reggae shows. So we try to do everything, but mainly we're known for representing grime in London. Grime.
And it's a good thing, because obviously radio is something that I think is extremely important to 140 culture. Now that covers dubstep, that covers grime, anything in between those two kind of areas. Because obviously there's genres that are pretty much born out of radio.
Yeah.
Maybe not dubstep as much, but I know for a fact the majority of stuff that I had when I listening to dubstep when I was younger came through listening to like your Rinse FMs and stuff like that. That's where I remember hearing most of it. What the big kind of question I want to ask here is like how important is radio to 140 culture?
I think it's vital. I think without it, things would die off. I think it provides so many different things in the sense for even for like producers, if you want to take it back that far, as a producer making 140 music, if you don't have DJs to send it to who might be playing it on radio, then there's not many places that you're going to get your tunes heard or get them even heard by MCs to then vocal them and make a tune that becomes a banger. A lot of tunes get made on radio between a DJ and an MC. They hear a certain instrumental, they want
we should link up over this.
Link up over this, exactly. And I think it's good for the DJs. It's practice hours as much as there's some DJs that kind of push towards having really structured shows where they have interviews and stuff like that, but at the same time, especially on Mode, we like to nurture like new up and coming DJs, and it's quite an unthreatening situation. It's it's quite friendly, and it's a great place for them to kind of relax and just practice and get their stuff out there and get heard by someone.
It's also the idea of the dojo, isn't it? It's like this is like the training regime. This is you like going in and doing sessions. This is you going in and doing your like extended kind of like mixed sessions and being
6-hour sessions.
I'm seeing a lot of this pop up at the minute, like people doing the marathons.
Good old Shilangu with his 12-hour sessions.
Which I'm looking at and I'm like, how do you like? That's an achievement.
Hey, he's a monster for doing that.
To DJ for 12 hours straight is an absolute madness. So in regards to like Mode and stuff like that, do you feel Mode gets the credit it deserves in kind of grime circles?
Yeah, I think it does. I think some people are more attracted to the glitz and glamour of some other stations, I would say. I think some people will turn their nose up at Mode because of its location, or
it is very far away.
It is quite far out.
It's far away. I don't know anyone who lives near to Mode.
No.
An interesting one. Just so it's no shade or anything like that. It takes me less time to get to Sheffield from Brighton than it does to get to Mode in London.
Yeah, that's
which is
we're working on that. We're working on that.
But you know what it is? That's part and parcel of it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Setting out to make the journey there. Yeah. It's almost like without coming across a bit brash, almost like a pilgrimage in a way. Yeah. It's kind of like making this journey to there. We're gonna go and basically do practice hour sessions. That's for MCs and for DJs as well.
For the MCs, it's a massive thing as well. Yeah. That is definitely I can't believe I didn't mention before, but yeah, the MCs, they love Mode. They could, and the good thing for them about Mode is that an MC can come, link up with a DJ, do a 2-hour show, and then get to know the next DJ, and maybe stay and chat to them and work with them, and hopefully hear a few more different tunes and a different selection and something that will test them and push them. There are so many MCs, Logan that we spoke about earlier, who through their practice sessions on Mode have improved technically so much.
like to do stuff with breath control and understanding like unexpected rhythms, being able to predict rhythm and stuff like that.
Unexpected instrumentals coming at you, working with kind of different audio levels, not having headphones to hear yourself properly, so being able to project yourself through a microphone and speakers properly,
and just becoming a bit more aware of every scenario. And I think this is definitely something I've said before. I've said it more in a live sense, where I feel every DJ should play 10 empty rooms at some point in their career, because that's what trains you. Playing to a big room is a big full room is a lot easier than playing to an empty room with like 3 people in it. It's a lot more difficult. But I feel everyone should have these kind of these radio training sessions. Like, I mean, I've done it down here pretty much at Tricky, being like on the Southport show or whatever, doing that every week for 2-3 years. And it does train you. It does open your eyes to like new possibilities. It opens your ideas to new concepts as well, like new mixes, new blends. And I think if anything, I think it's actually slightly more essential for MCs, I think, in regards to, because you can mix at home,
and there's things like Pirate Studios and stuff like that, but for MCs there's nowhere else that has that kind of live environment as well. It's that little live edge where it's like you are live, like even if you are kind of like stumbling through new stuff or whatever, and it's kind of like it's new material or whatever, there's still that slight thing of I want to get it right. There's still people listening, there's still people trying to look into what you're doing, which is nice. It's a beautiful thing, because there's people who wouldn't normally get that exposure, and they wouldn't have people listening to what they're doing.
100%. And I think in this current crop of MCs that have just kind of hit a more mainstream kind of scale, a lot of them have come through Mode.
100%.
Yeah, a lot of them have come through Mode, and they've kind of had those practice hour sessions. They've had those kind of like dojo experiences where they are just there, just going in, just practicing, rehearsing, going over and over material. And it's almost like, you know what it is? It's almost like getting like behind the scenes footage when you're listening to Mode to an extent. It's kind of like this is what the training they would do for doing it, almost to an extent. I hope this doesn't come across in the wrong way, actually, but you know when like comedians will do like they'll do like private shows, tester shows for like the big ones. I feel that's kind of like I feel Mode's like that, but in a more kind of like important way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's not wrong to say that, but I think what's beautiful about Mode is that actually from those kind of tester dojo moments, you can get some really top quality, because we've got so many good DJs and so many MCs passing through. Even if they're just practicing, it creates some moments that are really quite amazing.
I'd agree, man. I mean, everything that I've seen, I see a lot of good videos coming out of Mode as well. Like a lot of like very like well, like that's what I mean when I say kind of like the tester shows or whatever. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, because when you get those tester shows, that's when you like get the moments that you then will go on to use.
Yeah, exactly.
If you know what I mean? That's that one. That's my special. That's my reload. That's that's my like my Super Saiyan move. If you know what I mean? But yeah, I love the whole concept of Mode. To be honest with you, man, I love the fact it's there. I love the fact that it does have a sort of pirate edge, but you are kind of pushing forward with it.
It's the last kind of aspect of pirate radio that is left in London, really. There's not really any other places that have that kind of freedom yet professionality to them.
I'd 100% agree, man. I mean, it's good stuff, and it's good to actually talk to someone from Mode as well. Obviously we're in different cities, so it's fine.
Of course.
Any kind of like cross broadcasting things or whatever, it's fine. We're in different cities.
No turf war here.
No. I love it, man. Right, let's move forward. Then we've got another banger to play from yourself. We've been talking about kind of like doing the more reggae side of things as well. This one comes from Jacob Miller. A tune called Baby, I Love You So. Give me a little brief introduction to this one and how it came into your vision.
I can't remember why this one sticks out so much, but this is one that my dad plays a lot. And it's just a tune that I absolutely love. This was like the first tune I played on the Mode FM boat party at Outlook, which like for all of us was a massive moment, because that's huge, and for us to be out there. So this was the first tune I played on the boat.
Lovely stuff. I can't wait. This one is Baby, I Love You, Jacob Miller. We're inside Trickstar Radio this morning. Man Like Observer is here. It's just gone 20 to 9. Don't go anywhere. You're locked into Breakfast with Kovu. Oh yeah.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with Cobb Kovu.